What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back, and I appreciate the support. Guys, listen. February 1st is National Signing Day for college recruits, mainly football. And I think there are going to be a lot of surprises in store for us and as Colorado Buffalo fans or Coach Prime fans, whichever way you want to look at it. But I want to be honest with you. I did a story on two prospects that I thought they would sign after that have supposedly visited with the campus and Coach Prime. One recruit was quarterback Jalen Rashada. Second recruit was tight end / defensive end Nicholas Harbor. Now, to my knowledge, quarterback Jaden Rashada is still in the running, with his top three schools being Washington, California, and Colorado. Nicholas Harbor is out. You know, I've heard through various reports that I've seen that he has narrowed his choices down to 4 schools: University of Maryland, University of South Carolina, University of Michigan, where I think his mother went to, and somebody had mentioned that his girlfriend goes to the University of Oregon. So there may be more convincing choices for him. But honestly, I think coming out this year, Jaden Rashada might have a shot to go there. I mean, up against schools like Washington, California, Colorado. Washington has a very good quarterback. I can't remember the young man's name, but he's a Heisman contender next year. Cal is in a little different position. You know, Cal is not doing well in the Pac-12. They haven't been doing well for a while. In fact, I can't remember the last time I seen them in a big bowl game. But I mean, Colorado may have a shot. And the reason why I say Colorado may have a shot over Washington, I think Cal would be third, but I think Colorado and Washington had the best chance. And the only reason why is this: Jalen Rashada, right? Jalen Rashada is a quarterback. He might be looking at it as two ways, because it seems like it is from his father. Supposedly, he wants to stay out west in the Pac-12. He could go behind the quarterback at Washington, who might leave this year, you know, after this year, and go to the NFL, or he could come to Colorado with Shedeur, and then, you know, I don't know if what Shedor's plans are, and he could go next in line. And that's in both positions. It all depends on who he wants to learn from and what environment suits the young man, which is his decision. I'm sure he'll make the right one. But I think Colorado has an edge a little bit. And the reason why I think Colorado has an edge a little bit, all of the hype surrounding them doing something great there. A lot of people are going there. It's the talk of college football. You got to admit it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the talk. You know, it's excited. I'm excited to see. It'll be the biggest storyline in college football in the 2023 season. And he might want to be a part of that. Another reason why I say Colorado might have to jump is because of this. I didn't notice 5 quarterbacks was on the roster at the end of last year, just a couple months ago. 4 of them have transferred. The only person there is Drew Carter. He's the only left quarterback on scholarship that decided to stay there. So if Jaden Rashada goes in there, really, you know, he might not start, but a backup quarterback position is a real important position too. He might say, hey, you know what, I can go in there and battle with Drew Carter, and I might be the backup, you know, as a freshman. It is what it is. We don't know. Nobody knows for sure, but I mean, it's still exciting. They've been quiet as of late. This is why I say it's going to be big too. Deion Sanders, or Coach Prime as he's called, has been very quiet. I mean, you going to like, I'm on Bleacher Report. I look at Colorado football. On Bleacher Report, I see different athletes coming in and, you know, visiting, and everybody keeps it hush, because, you know, recruiting is one of those things where you got to keep a little bit of secrecy, because teams are always pressing and going after the same college athletes. I think on February 1st, and I'll be paying close attention, we are going to see a lot of surprises. They're going to have a lot of transfers they haven't spoken about yet, you know, because it's a risky business letting people know who's going where. And they tell these recruits, you know, hey, if you plan on coming out here, you know, mum's the word, keep it quiet. I think we're going to see a lot of surprises. This is going to be a totally different team. I think it's going to be exciting. Your offense and defensive linemen, your offense and defensive line players will be announced, and all these players will be announced. The ones that are definitely going there, and we get some type of semblance of how the roster is going to be. But I honestly think, man, they building something great out there. I also think when Nicholas Harbor did go, because supposedly he did go, and Jaden Rashada went too, I honestly think they didn't see the mountains. I think when they came, it might have been dark or something. When Coach Prime met them, and it was a fog the next day when they went out there. It was a fog over the mountains. They couldn't see the Rocky Mountains. It was a fog. So maybe the magic didn't work like it did. But honestly, guys, I mean, I think I said they might win 4 or 5 games. One of my neighbors where I stay was talking about Coach Prime in Colorado and what he thinks they're going to do. We're just having a general conversation. He talking about they're going to win 8 games. I don't think I think that's more fanfare than anything. That's the reality. But I think they will be competitive. Honestly, I think they'll be competitive with a couple of surprise wins. You don't know. Because I think a couple of the teams they play this year have new coaches as well. So even though you have the talent, it's still a adjustment to coaching and players and all of this stuff and a new system and scheme for multiple teams. They might have a shot. But I mean, one thing that's going good for them, Coach Prime is good on getting these guys ready. He's a good motivator. He's good at, implementing these schemes. He got very good coaches. They're all on one accord. And he's having everybody be accountable. And that's one of the things, accountability. Know your assignment, do your job, and do it well. And I think he's going to implement that and instill that in these young men. The ones that do hit the field, that are your starters, will have their heads in the right spot and their assignments in the right spot. And I think you'll see a totally different Colorado Buffalo team going into next year and then years after that. Because I have no shadow of a doubt. Next year at those McDonald All-Star game, when they have the people committing and they have all those baseball caps in front of them, their 3 choices up, majority of them kids, you mark my words, regardless of this record, this year with University of Colorado, you'll see a Colorado Buffalo hat on that table as one of the choices, whether they pick it or not. And another thing is this: all of college football is watching them. So there are players on teams right now that don't like where they're at, and a lot of people are going to transfer next year. So just because Colorado's not, where they're supposed to be this year, like I said, this is a retooling and rebuilding year. Next year, you watch what happens. You watch. They're going to turn Colorado into the place to be. It's going to be a fun area, and they're going to be competitive in the conference. They will be competitive this year. Regardless of the games they might lose, I think they'll be close in some of the games. Those records, those numbers you seen last year, those scores, ain't going to be nothing like that. They're going to be competitive. And that's all you can ask for. These are all new kids, all new coaches. Everything got to come together. But I think it will come together for the best. But anyway, you guys leave me a comment. Tell me how you think they're going to do. Tell me if you think I'm right. Next 48 hours will be crucial for the University of Colorado. And we'll see. But as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Stock Market Steve. I'll see you guys in the next video.